Robert from Quick Games here. I'm doing a review of Dwarven Forge. These are their dungeon tiles. The Dwarven Forge was a company back in 1996. They started. This was Stefan Pokorny, who was an artist, and he was working with this is kind of the same material as you would get for holiday dioramas, that type of thing. It's kind of a resin, and they'd go in and paint each one. For the longest time, what I would actually use on my table is I would throw down a battle mat and just throw a piece of acrylic on top and write in different things. This is the first time I've actually done any sort of 3D terrain or detail dungeon tile work. And I want to show you three of these sets that I have. These are some of the older ones actually. So they come with these little bow ties. This is some of the original sets that they did. So when you put the tiles together, let me show you the other couple sets, then I'll show you some of the tiles being out. So this is their standard resin sets. And the ones they sell now are made out of Dwarvenite, which is like a PVC, so they're a little more bendable, a little more durable. So these older ones always came in that little polystyrene to keep them from knocking against each other and chipping. So these are brittle. You wouldn't want to drop this on a cement floor; it'll chip and break. But one nice thing is they do have some nice heft to them. And the one other one I have here has these little circular corners. So let me show you how you'd put something like this together. And this is old school dungeon crawl, right? So you throw down intersections or like hallways like this, and then you have a bunch of these smaller tiles that you can flesh out, build a room space. And then I really love these doors. So this one feels nice and hefty. This is definitely like a painted metal, but it has a really good weight to it. You just drop that down, then that becomes like a door entering to the next room. And I'll give you an idea of the bow tie system that they had. They don't do this anymore. Again, this is for the original resin. You can find you can actually go to Dwarven Forge and get some of the old resin systems, but these sets are some of the original ones they had. So you would drop in these little the newest ones with the PVC. You can actually get it with the magnets built in, so they just kind of snap together. But again, I mean the resins have a nice heavy feel to it. You definitely would want to take care of them. Make sure they don't kind of knock around in the box, that type of thing. And then you can build out your room space. Let's do, actually, we'll use one of these corners, right, and build it out. Getting styrofoam everywhere. You can, say, put a room together. And usually these are kind of your three basic tiles, right? You got your L corner shape, you got your side wall, and then you got your basic square tile. And the way Dungeon Forge does all of theirs, they're all 2x2s. So you could see maybe building something out. One thing that's a little difficult working with tiles like this, I haven't run a full game with them yet, but it does take some time to do the setup, right? Um, and then if you have the rooms already set up, oh, sorry for that sound. If you have kind of taken some time earlier to put a room together, that type of thing, then it's right there in front of your players. There's a little bit less of the fog of war to reveal things, and especially if you're populating things in this room, monsters, treasures, or whatever, your players are going to see that. I've seen people that put down paper to kind of cover different sections where the heroes haven't seen yet, and there's lots of different varieties of Dwarven Forge. These are, I'd say, the most basic and classic style. And we'll try this out in a few games, see how it goes. And I'll definitely let you know. You can subscribe to us on Twitter at Crit Games LLC, or check out our YouTube channel. You can search on YouTube for Crit Games, or go to youtube.critgames.com. That'll bring you right there to the channel. I'm Robert. You can visit us at critgames.com, and game on.